All right, Grace, there are two ways to solve this. Let's tell me one way, please. Good. Can you tell me also the second way? Quadratic formula. I prefer factoring if you can. The reason I prefer factoring because it's quicker, easier, takes less time, is more difficult to go wrong. Not all of these will factor. Okay, this one I believe will. Luke, can you do the M to the A for this one, please?
It multiplies to
Yeah. What are those numbers, please?
1 and minus.
Good. All right, Kylie, can you do the next step, please? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to do this way. Your way will still work. But for me, 2 and 6 go together better than 2 and 1. Your will still factor it the same way. Now, Kylie said that. Good. So can somebody tell me why Kylie didn't say the answer is x plus 1 and x minus 6? Why is x plus 1 and x minus 6 going to be wrong? Summer. Because of the coefficient through. Because if you think when you FOIL it out, x times x will give you x squared instead of 2x squared. All right, Alex, can you give me the next step here, please? Go ahead.
So it would be 2 and that would, no, 2x, sorry.
Yeah.
2x, x negative 3.
Okay.
And then it would be x negative 1, x negative 3.
Right. And just a reminder here, you have to keep that plus 1 in there on the right-hand side. All right, Bailey, next step here, please. What? Right. Okay, now I'm not sure if we did this before. I think we have. I'm assuming we have. This is like graphing stuff, okay? Then how do we solve for x at this point? Good, okay. So this is going to be 2x plus 1 equals 0. And this is just like the restrictions, right? So this is x cannot equal negative 1/2. So x equals, whoops. And this is x equals 3. Now what you should do before you submit your answer is look at your restrictions. When we began our question, which was a long time ago, we said x cannot equal 0 and 1. Okay, so if one of these answers was 0 or 1, you cross them right out. Okay, right? Because we already were told that x couldn't be it. Okay, questions and fears before we continue. This is just algebra today, that's all it is. Right? There's no word problem application stuff. So let's look at the steps we took here. I'm going to go back. I'm sorry if you're still writing. What we did was we multiplied each denominator, right, by each denominator to get rid of them, so it would just be a numerator. Okay. Then what we did was we had them all expanded out here. Then we brought everything to one side so it equals 0, and then you either factor or use quadratic formula. Oh goodness. Thank you. Please feel free to have confidence if your answers is right and mine is wrong. It happens all the time. Summer question.
So when you say multiply by other,
Yes.
you just multiply the top.
Yes. The numerator, right? Because think of it like you're dealing with a regular fraction, right? Like if I do 2/3 times 3, right? That's really like 3 over 1. It's the same thing, right, for that. Okay, I'll give you guys one of these to try for yourselves here. Oh, here's one. Oh, I'm loving this question.
Oh, no.
Example 2. And actually, I think I'm being kind. I'll write your homework on the board first before I do example 2.
Okay, is there one just those 6?
Just wait. No. I'm going to cut it down to B, C, D, E, because I think I'm doing F on the board right now. That's why. Okay, so I want you to try these out tonight. So I'm going to do one that's a little bit worse. Do you want to try this yourself, or do you want me to take you through it? Take you through it? This is on that homework sheet you just copied. So it's on. So it's 11 B, C, D, E. I think F is this one I'm doing on the board right now. Okay? Is it? Mine says plus, so I'll go with mine, really. Okay. Well, I mean, on my note here it says plus, so I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, you want to do this as a class again? You may as well. We got enough time to go. Okay, if you're confident you want to try this yourself, go ahead. But I want to try and do this as a class to make sure that things are good. So it says this is starting to look a little more complicated. All right. The same steps we're going to apply as we do regular. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we follow along with what we did before. All right, Adam, I'm going to start with you. Whenever you see a question like this, what's your first thing you probably want to try and do? Factor. What are we going to factor? What does that turn into, please? Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Okay, Riley, what are my restrictions, please? Great. Okay, there's a lot of x plus 2's there, which is why I want to do this question, because a lot of them are just going to cancel out here in one step. Liam, can you be brave and give me the next step to try, please? What's that? We're going to multiply, hopefully. Yeah. Somebody help me out here, please. What are we going to do? Go ahead.
Multiply everything by x plus 2.
Yeah, I'm going to use x plus 2 because I see tons of them, okay? So I'm going to multiply everything by x plus 2. And the nice thing about this question is, like, it looks messy, but because there are tons of x plus 2's, they're all going to cancel. So that's going to change into x bracket x plus 2 all over x plus 2 plus 2 bracket x plus 2 equals 5x bracket x plus 2 all over x plus 2. Oh boy, I'm running out of room. Plus 3x plus 1. Sugar. I don't know where the next page is, so I'm going to have to. 3x plus 1 x plus 2 all over x plus 2. Did I ever tell you the happiest moment that I ever had as a teacher?
Is it the one where you went to Z?
No, that was the second happiest moment. But the happiest moment ever was, you know, I always say, oh, sugar. Like I say that instead of swearing, I say, oh, sugar. There's a girl in my class that made a mistake, and I heard her say, oh, sugar, and I thought that was just great. Like, she erased something, she goes, oh, sugar, and I thought, wonderful. That really wasn't the happiest moment for a teacher, it was nice. Okay, Julia, can you simplify this out at all for me? Because it should be able to be simplified a bit, I think. Does anything cancel? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that for now first, okay? That equals?
5x.
Yeah? I didn't hear you there. I'm hoping this is what you're saying. I hope that's what you said. I missed that end part, though. Okay, but. Yeah. Chris, a question? Okay, can somebody explain what just happened? Liam, what just happened? Everything canceled, okay? Because if you take a look, what I did there was, remember we're trying to cancel, right? So, all the x plus 2's canceled out numerator and denominator, right? That's what we're trying to do here. So as you can see, after one step, and Owen picked a great one to multiply by, things are looking great now, okay? Emily, we're almost done. Any suggestions on how to make this wonderful now? Okay, good? There's something else though, that is true. Yeah, I'd multiply this one first, okay? So we're going to multiply that. You can do that step if you want to, right? But let's just deal with the fractions first. Okay, so that changes into x bracket x minus 2 plus 2 bracket x plus 2x minus 2. Oh, I'm just going to run out of room again. For some reason. Sorry, what's that? My resolution's dying on me here. Sorry. So you guys see what I did there? Every one of those terms multiplied by x minus 2. Yes.
How come, for the one x plus two, that's with, like, two times x plus two? How
Yeah.
come that x plus two isn't?
Oh, okay, good question. Okay, so the question was, to go back, you're right, because there wasn't a fraction here originally. There was just it was just like plus 2. So because everything else had an x plus 2 in the denominator, except for this, right? So since there was nothing, since there wasn't an x plus 2 to cancel, that's still left in the numerator. Right, because everything else, right, that cancels, that cancels, that cancels, but there's nothing there to cancel. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this. Hopefully I'm going to expand it all out. That's going to be x squared minus 2x plus 2x plus 4 x minus 2 equals 5x squared minus 10x plus 3x plus 1. Isn't this making you happy, this question? Isn't this just like you're overwhelmed with joy right now? Tristan, it's time to shine with the foiling, please. Can you foil those two brackets, please, for me?
2x squared.
Yeah.
Minus 4x.
Yeah.
Plus 4x.
Yeah. Great. Okay, I'm going to take a breather here to soak up this question before I keep going here. Because this is wicked cool, awesome. Okay, Robin, even though you missed all of this week, how are we going to solve for x here? What do you have to do? Good, thank you. So you're not going to square root or anything like that, right? Okay, you're going to make one side equal to 0 and factor. So what side, do you want to move to the left or to the right? Everything to left, that's fine. I'm going to choose the right, okay? So the reason I'm just saying this, okay, is because what I'm doing is I'm looking at the x squareds. I have 5x squared here, and I only have 2 and 1, so I have 3 on the left, 5 on the right. So generally you want to go to the bigger side, right? Like you don't have to, but generally it works that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just write 0 equals, and I'm going to write, just combine things. So I'm going to write in blue what I moved across. Somebody please tell me if I'm making a mistake here, okay? I don't think I made a mistake there. I think that's good. So what I did was I moved everything to the right-hand side. So all of the x's and all that stuff, you know, switch the signs. All right, Matt, you need that up, please. What's 5x squared minus 1x squared minus 2x squared is unequal?
2x squared minus 5x minus 7.
Minus 5x minus 7. Someone confirm that for me?
Plus 9.
Whoa. Other than that, no. Beyond that, we're good? Yeah, we're good. That's right, that minus 8, yeah, okay. Sort of good? Okay, this is a lot of algebra. This is like heavy duty. Okay, that's why there's only 4 tonight, 4 of these questions. Okay, these are heavy duty. Unfortunately, we are not done yet, Carissa. How do we finish this question? What's that? Oh, where are you? I'm going to get there. How do you finish this question? Where do they go? Factor. What multiplies 18 and adds to 5? Negative 5. The answer is nothing. So if nothing factors it, what do we do? Quad formula. Woohoo! Okay, I hate the quadratic formula. I just said it. Okay, so can I get someone to recite from memory quadratic formula, please? Liam, go. You raise your hand. X equals.
Negative 3
Yeah.
minus square root of b squared minus 4ac equals 2a.
Great. If you don't have that memorized, get it memorized, please. Okay? You need it. If you have it written in your calculator, I'm confiscating all your calculators on the next test. If you have it tattooed on your wrist, you don't have to wear a glove. Okay?
So you're not going to chop off our hands?
No, I'm not going to talk for hands. Just wear a glove. Okay, so we got to pick the A, the B, and the C. Nicole, what's the A, what's the B, what's the C, please?
Here's A.
Yeah. So all that is just the coefficients, right? So B equals -5. C equals 9. Okay, does everyone have that scribbled? Please, if you're still scribbling, let me know, because I want to do quadratic on the next page. This is a big question, okay? This is a big question. Okay, Brad is going to tell me the answer in a minute, so just get ready, Brad. No pressure. Okay, so Brad, x equals what? Go ahead.
-5.
Yeah, so simplify. Good.
Plus minus square root of -5 squared.
Right?
Minus 4 bracket 2
Yeah.
bracket 9 all over 2 bracket -5.
Great.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This okay? We good?
No, instead of -5.
I'm not too excited. I'm sorry. This is why I don't use the quadratic formula. Okay, that's probably the why they used x minus 2 in the question on the page. I'm going to change it to x plus 2 to 3. No solution. How do I know there's no solution? Quinn. Right, there's no negative square root. Now, in this class, let's say hypothetically, you were to get this. Can somebody please remind me what I would do if I were to see that? Oh, there you go. What's that? 6 times 8? No. 6. Sorry, I'm sorry, let's work together. How does 48 break down? Go ahead. Yeah.
4 and 12.
4 and 12, good, but there's a better one. How else can 48 break down? 4 and 12 will work, but there's a better one than that. Sorry? 2 and 24 will work, but no. Why is 24 not good? It's not a nice square root. 3 and 16, okay? So I'm going to call that 5 plus or minus. This is what I'm expecting of you guys, okay? What do you mean we didn't use it? On your test, you had to use the co-op formula. On the test, there's a question like that.
You don't like what?
That's true, I don't. Okay. But this is what I expect on your tests and your assignments and things. I expect your answer like this. I don't want you to do square root of 48, 6.893, okay? I want you to do your answer like this. Especially for something nice like 48 that can be broken down. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Okay? I just made up a number in my head. The reason I chose, the question was, where to get 48? I chose 48 because I knew it would break down to something beautiful like this. I just wanted to remind you guys that if you had a nice question, like to break it down. Okay? Emily, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, good. Good? I think I'm done. How much time we got left? Too much? Too much time. In those couple minutes, if you want to get started, you may get started on homework for tonight right there.